Welcome to extremely wild urban exploring. Need a machete for this one. Oh well, starting to see the first signs of building materials. An original step up into something, and this was an old building. Wave. An extremely large pile of rubble, and we are right in the middle of the building, just like that. So the large pile of rubble here is actually from partial demolition of the property in the 70s. Obviously wasn't colourful enough for them.
That's the cellars down there.
And so down into the cellars. Ah. Okay. Wow. This was huge. Actually. Still have some of the window frames in place. And looking back several layers of bricks, this is going to be huge. Steps down. Okay, certainly a couple of layers there, floor there, chimney for a second floor, what will probably be the first floor. Going out the back there. And through into a vaulted area here. Definitely what would have been the old cellars and such like. So more of what would have been the basement area. Just looking at the chimneys is the only way to actually picture how big this place is at the moment. Unfortunately it is well overgrown, but we are still getting to see quite a bit. Some more vaulted area here, probably cellars. Yeah. Actually, possibly even stables. Looking at the troughs here. Yeah, it couldn't have been stables because
Could have been the washrooms.
could have been a washroom actually. Oh wow. Okay. So many rooms, and we've only just started to scratch the surface. So what we got there, you got your basement here, first floor or ground floor probably there, second floor looks like a third floor, so at least 3 stories high. Yeah, it looks like it probably, yeah, it must have been. Fireplace, yeah. Just up there. And even though cellar, we've got it dropped down so that you can let light into the cellar, get natural light in. I've got, oh, interesting. Who knows what they were? So that has gone from the cellar block, and it's like a channel of some kind, bricked up, or made it brick through into
A fireplace.
Ah, so
Could
they're
be
using
a-
it's a back boiler then.
Yeah.
They're using the heat for the fireplace to bring heat into this room. Okay. And then again the hole at the back there so that the smoke's going straight up the chimney, but the heat is being funneled through into that room there and through into that back room there. Yeah, so whatever was going on in here, they wanted it hit up anyway.
Could be a bread oven. Look, it's lined in engineering brick.
So possible a bread up, so the heat coming through into the oven there, yeah, because I mean even down at the bottom there, there's mitt there as well.
Look at the shape of the vault there.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And you've got a vent there. So. So much vaulting, another one of those channels.
Is it not really, is it not good? Or a staircase at the very least.
Yeah, that most definitely was a staircase, probably down, probably one for the servant quarters because it's backed onto and into the cellars and such like, so this was probably a servant's staircase. And up onto the first floor, or ground floor should I say. So again we're still looking at, oh, pantry. Oh, nice pantry system.
And it's all set around this beautiful big courtyard in the middle as well.
Yeah.
That's completely overgrown.
Oh, some metal work from the doorway there. Oh my god, even the bottles of Lucozade back in the day. Wow. Oh, this just keeps going. So we've got a centre room here for whatever they were keeping in here. Very cold, so wine cellar, quite possibly. And numbers round about.
That's an interesting configuration. I've not seen one like this before.
This is absolutely amazing. It just goes in a complete circle around.
And
this.
even on a hot day, because it is really quite warm today, it feels noticeably cooler in here as well.
Yeah, it is. It's a really hot day for Scotland, and it is cool. So much cooler in here. And then we've got these numbers again. So obviously for inventory and keeping a note at the top, each of the shelves have been numbered.
That is very cool. I've
That
not
is-
seen one like this before.
Oh well, that is just absolutely amazing. And again, part of coming
given
out.
there's two strong doors between the entranceway and that inner section.
I
as
am
well.
saying this was the wine cellar. I'm calling it. With the strength of two big doors like that, I think they were. I think his lordship was keeping his wine well and truly under lock and key. Yeah, nice pantry. We're still just in the basement section here. And wow, look at this. Jeez. Again, more of the pantry systems and storage. And yep, another staircase to nowhere, but well, we usually went somewhere, but yeah. Oh, look at the fireplace in the corner.
Oh yeah, that's like that other one I just spotted, isn't it?
Yeah, that is.
And the chimney, look at how pretty the chimneys look. Maybe not get the best angle, but
Yeah.
it's all built around that big courtyard, isn't
There's
it?
just so many of these vaulted storage areas. Yeah, smelling this one's not so nice.
Oh, mind.
It's just masses of these vaults.
At least it means
Oh.
we're probably going to be able to get in the ground floor.
Yeah, chimney system there. Oh, it must be some sort of drainage system. Water, maybe bringing water down.
Look at that little iron circle
Yeah.
holding a pipe of some
Yeah, there's been
kind.
some kind of pipe being dropped into there. I'm wondering if they've been utilising rainwater. Sadly, did not bring the big torch with us today, so we're getting a wee bit limited with the light in some of these. But I think they're all pretty much the same now, vaulted. There's just so many of them. It's an absolute maze. And another pantry at the other end here.
But this is
And,
more normal.
oh no, this is another huge one. Look at this.
But it's not got that octagonal shape.
No, it's a lot cooler and we don't have the big security doors on the outside. Yeah, so this is,
It's got the similar numbering look, isn't
yeah,
it?
so obviously keeping a note of the stock and what's on each shelf and the date that it arrived and probably the date that it's. I don't think they had used by dates back then,
I know what was stood here.
but oh,
Liqueurs.
so this was the liquor store.
And claret was in there.
Oh yeah, claret. Half quarter. Oh, this he liked his claret, that's for sure. Wow. Again, feels so much cooler being in here. Like you say, it's a really, really warm day, and keep going through into piece of what? Yeah, it's a piece of carved wood, yeah. That's off probably one of the windows or.
Could be, yeah.
Yeah.
It's got joinery. The claret wouldn't need to be kept cool, neither would the liquors, in the same way that you would want to keep your wine cool.
Yeah. So if this was the claret and the liquor, what was in here? We do not know.
Or the beer.
But again,
travelling cave.
I think what I'll do is I'll get the wee drone up. Yeah. Oh. Boiler, yeah, it must have been part of the boiler system then.
Well, that boiler system looks later, which would make sense for the age of the house.
Yeah, it's... Yeah, I think through there's where I first went downstairs.
Oh, aye.
So this, I mean, this is just the cellar area.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, most definitely. Oh, it's been a small driveway down into the basement. We've actually got a slope area of the horse and cart and the latter day lorries just reversing up to the back door. So that was quite spectacular basement area. You've seen how much storage was for the house this size. Before we came here, I hadn't done that much research in it, so really had no idea about how big this actual building was, and it has actually blown away all expectations so far, and we haven't even touched any of the upper levels yet. I'm starting to see some nice Gothic arch, and that's down into the basement area over there, so we're just letting some light in down into the basements. And then the first ground floor bit of building we've been on. Yep. And then we come back down into the basements and up into the eaves there, and you can see some of the wooden framing still up in the windows there. So in a wee minute we'll look up some history of the building for you, and we'll start telling you a bit of the story of this. So this is definitely where the carriages, just like some of the other buildings we've seen, built there for the carriages to be brought in so that they can stay dry as they exit their carriage. And straight through. This bit wasn't opening up into any sort of spectacular big room, but it was just into a reception area straight through. You imagine what's ahead of you is actually all the floor.
Which is just down where we were a minute ago.
Yep, so that is where we started our journey here, and round into the main part of the building. Nice bay window. Once again, nature finds a way. Oh, some of the original plasterwork. Ah. Oh, you can make that out on the camera through the trees, but yeah, some original decoration and even more over here. Plasterwork going up.
Still see some of the paint colour. It looks like it would have been a reddy colour.
Mm. Yeah, a few hatches. And again there, so yeah, very well decorated room, probably the largest room that we've found so far.
I don't think we're going to get upstairs.
No.
Let's move to that other interesting platform looking forward across the way there.
And again, probably another reception room here. Again, these nice bay windows. Entrance doorway. Fruits. Side reception room. And again another fireplace with a grate in it, still got in there. And what would have been the grand staircase, I assume. So we've walked round from over there. Each of these being doorways here. And this would have been, I assume, the grand staircase back in the day. Unfortunately, there's going to be no way of exploring up there today. I think I will try and get the drone out and have a wee look up at the top of the staircase there. And those chimneys. Side rooms here. Some of the old original lath and plaster still on the walls up there as well. So this is Dunmore House. It was built by the 5th Earl of Dunmore back in the 1800s. He was a Murray, and part of the Murray family. It's a huge estate. They probably lived in Eltham Tower, which we're going to visit just shortly. That would have probably been the original residence for the Murray family back then. And he then decided to go and build this. The family lived here until 1911. It remained a private residence until 1961, when it was eventually taken over and became a girls' school, briefly. By the 70s, it had been decided to actually demolish part of the building, remove the roof and the floors, and it has probably remained that way ever since. We have more coats of arms there, so on the left hand side is most definitely Murray, and which makes sense as it was the Murrays that stayed here. That one there, the one on the right hand side of those three, has definitely got some Stuart symboling in there as well. Oh shit, yeah. And go around here. It's Man, Stuart, Murray. I don't know what the bottom one is. Looks like three stag heads. I need to look that up, see if I can find whose that is.
These ones are just plain.
Yeah, obviously had intended to put coats of arms up there, but maybe never got round to it. Looking through the building.
Or maybe they were left blank because it's the middle of the three windows, because the next bay has also got them on.
Yeah, so last bay. That looks like three strawberry plants there, so that would say Fraser. And next of it, you've got the Royal Lion of Scotland, and you have three plants as well. Next to that, it's got the three strawberry plants up there on that last one there. Hopefully we'll get some photographs of this and let you see it better. And there is a Burlin to the bottom, and the last side is definitely Douglas. The 3 stars, the heart and the crown. Round at the side here. Again, I don't know if you can pick that up on the GoPro. There's another coat of arms, which again has the 3 strawberry flowers, Murray, and then Douglas on the right hand quarter, the Burlin on the left, and the right, and the saltire on the bottom left.
Oh, there's more here.
Yep. Yeah, I like the coats of arms round here. That's much more to see. 3 line ramparts, again the 3 stars, which is Murray. The strawberry plants that I've seen around the other side is usually associated with Frasers. And colour arm 1822. And
Fidelis in Adversus.
yeah, that's been a window. Down the basements area. As you must say, is unusually for these type of buildings, the basements was actually more spectacular than the actual main part of the building. Obviously it wouldn't have been that way back in the day, but what we find now, tower there, again down into the basement, so that's probably been that stairway again. Thinking we are actually above here, where that where you found the boiler suite.
No, that's the other
over
side
there
of the building. We're right round the back now. Basically, come up for a loop. We could be near where we went down into the basement. We could just over there.
Yeah, back to where we started. You can actually see there's been a part of the
and
building.
there's the steps where we first
Went down.
went down and back that way to go out.
Okay. When we set off today, we didn't actually intend to do any exploring today, but seeing we were in the area, we just decided to come and see this building, which I'd seen on TikTok a few weeks ago, and I'm so glad we did. Unfortunately, the wind's picked up a bit, so it's going to be no much drone work today, so always an excuse to come back.